Everyone, we are here with writer-director Thales Banzai, and he is lucky enough to have a brand new film coming out, well, premiering at the Slamdance Film Festival on February 23rd, called Tony Odessy. Um, Thales, how are you?
I'm good, and you? Thanks for having me here.
I'm well. Thank you for taking the time to talk, and congrats on getting into Slamdance.
Thank you.
It's like a punk rock Sundance, It's like so
Yeah,
cool. Can you tell me about the film?
yes, for sure. So our film is Tony Odyssey. It's a Brazilian film. It takes place in São Paulo, Brazil, and it's a surreal trip. It tells the story of Tony, who is this young black kid that works in a side of the road bar, and his best friend Ivy comes to rescue him from this work, and they decide to rob the bar and steal a hallucinogenic drug that will take them on a surreal trip through São Paulo in search of God.
I mean, as one does. Um,
Yeah.
that's you wrote this along with the star.
Yeah, I created the story with Kelson, who is the main character, Kelson Suchi. He's the writer of the script, and he comes from a background in mainly in theater in Brazil. So we kind of combined our both worlds. Like I'm mostly from cinema, he comes from theater, and this was the whole idea since the beginning to join these both worlds together.
Fascinating. And did you guys, forgive me, how did you guys meet? Did you guys grow up in Brazil together or?
No, we actually, I think this is the interesting part because we grew up very distant. Actually, Kelson is from Rio. I'm from the south of Brazil, which would be similar to kind of the Midwest here in the US.
Hmm.
So I knew some of his plays. I watched him perform in São Paulo probably like 10 years ago or something. And the casting director from my film is very good friends with him. And he was always telling me, you should do something together, both of you. And then during the pandemic, I called him and said that I wanted to write this story. I had this initial draft for the film
Hmm.
and I sent him. And he said, "Oh my God, but I never wrote a script for films, just for theater." And said, "No worries, just let's start a Google Drive, Google Docs, start writing, and I'll help you with structuring the film and creating like character arcs and everything." So it was like a very collaborative process, and we kind of got to know each other online. This was during the pandemic, so
Wow.
it was interesting.
Yeah, the structure of a script for the stage and the script for a screenplay are vastly different. Um, so I'm sure you had to help him with kind of like formatting and structure, like you said, structure, you know. Um, but I'm very curious. So you grew up just shooting VHS and all of this stuff. Can you tell me how your early childhood filmmaking um affected how you developed and in fact where you grew up too, how that affected your development as a filmmaker?
Sure. Yeah. And it's very interesting you mentioned the VHS part because it was super important, I felt, during the shooting of this film. Because I started like making short films when I was 9 years old in the south of Brazil. And it was something that we just played with, like with friends. And then from that, we created our production company and started shooting like birthdays, weddings, and small advertisings, things like that. And then we also did some work with skateboarding, which was very interesting. So we got to connected with some bigger brands in Brazil by editing promo videos and for Nike and some other stuff, which was the thing that kept us going.
Right.
Uh, and then I started like for the past, I think, 10 years, maybe, I started developing different film scripts for feature films, which has always been my intention to work on. So I've been through probably four other film scripts that I try to develop in different ways, like with streamings, with different producers, or with grants from the government, which is something that is very common in Brazil also. But didn't really manage to make them work. And then during COVID, I kind of decided that I really wanted to write something that we could shoot like independently and that we had total control and could do whatever we wanted. So that's how it came about. And then during the set, which is something that you mentioned about the VHS, when we were working like super guerrilla style, and we had only like 17 days for shoot to shoot the whole film.
Hmm.
During the, I think it was like right in the middle of the film, it was the one of the first sequences about the gun robbery at the bar, and we didn't have much time. And then at that time, I remember my childhood filming with the VHS, because we were shooting basically in the same way, like think like shot to shot, one following the other. And I already knew how I was going to edit. And some takes we had only one take, so I was going from place to the other with the camera, and we managed to capture that. And when I got back home that night, I thought about this and said, "Oh my God! Like, this is the first time that I've been on set, and I felt that that experience from my childhood really helped me on my like official feature film."
When you were growing up, did you do like the in-camera editing thing where you,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So
So you
this
kind
was
of knew,
perfect.
yeah,
Yeah,
you knew exactly where your
I
cuts were
did
going
that, and then did the with the VHS, like
to
tape
be.
to
Yeah,
tape from one. So did
yeah, yeah.
both of those, which
Well,
is
see that you
amazing.
got fancy. You got
Yeah.
fancy. So,
So
that's so amazing. But you went from just doing it, which all the best filmmakers that they have the same story. I mean, Spielberg did that, Lucas did that. But like uh you you took what you wanted to do, you started doing it, people recognized it, then you ended up leaning heavily into fashion and music. Um, so how did getting into fashion and music and skateboarding videos and stuff like that, how did that affect your development as a filmmaker?
I think it really helped, because in Brazil we're starting to get more of a film industry right now. Like, we had ups and downs, and really depend on the government that it's running the country. But for the past well, now we're in a really good moment. So when I was starting out, like, I didn't have a film school I could go to, so advertising was kind of the thing that I could study, that had at least like cinema as a
Right.
subject that I could study in school. So we started from that. But as we did, like, when I say we, as me and my friends, because we had the production company, we started doing like all the short films and everything. People started seeing it, and we decided to try everything that came to us.
Hmm.
And I think skateboarding somehow, I don't know really why, connected to fashion in Brazil.
Hmm.
And I think being able to work in these different environments, and later even like bigger projects of advertising, really helped to get the like mileage on set, to be
Right.
able to, when I got to my first feature, I was not lost, or I didn't know what to do, and I knew how to lead the crew, like a 40 people crew, and how to
Right.
motivate them to work and to make things
Yeah.
happen, even with
Because
little money. And
yeah.
so,
Yeah, because motivating the group to be excited and be into it, and yeah, that's a skill that a lot of people don't
yeah.
remember.
And
That
this is something that I grew up watching, different, or friends, or people that I also admired in Brazil, like, that started doing their first films, and maybe they had only shot like another short film in their entire lives.
Mhm.
So they get to their set, and they like kind of waste a lot of time trying to solve things,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they could like be keep the ball moving,
Yeah.
making more out of their films. So I
Yeah.
feel that this experience helped me a lot.
Excellent. And you worked with Lady Tron.
Yeah, I produced their music videos.
Jealous. Jealous. Um, that has to be amazing. But this is your first feature.
Yeah,
So how is that different from pretty much everything else you've done? And was it a difficult jump going from, short format stuff to, you know, a full feature film?
I think I wouldn't say difficult, but I would say it was super interesting, actually. 'Cause I saw that many of and people that like know me from since my childhood projects, they watch the film now and they say, "Oh, of course, I can see you in every decision and in every
Yeah.
shot, like you've been prepping for it." So it's super interesting. What I found more difficult maybe was uh, having to be for such a long time in this project and not having like a huge crew to support me, like of the other producers and everything. Basically, most of it was me, my wife, who's the cinematographer and also the producer on the film, Camila, and some other producer friends that were doing it. So actually getting the film, I think getting the film done, shot, and then editing it and finalizing it was finishing it was a challenge. But then waiting for festivals was the biggest challenge, I think. Waiting to get
Really?
selected and
That was,
submitting.
oh, that's
This
hilarious.
was the part that I suffered, like having to wait.
Okay, well, it's out there. Well, it's gonna be
Yeah.
out there, and it's coming up February 23rd. Tony Odyssey at Slamdance. I mean, this is almost rhetorical, but are you excited?
Oh, super excited. And mostly because Slamdance was like on the top of the list of the festivals we wanted to get into because we knew of its punk rock energy. And as I'm in LA also, and the festival came to LA
Yeah.
after Sundance moved, so it's the perfect situation to premiere at home in a way.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm really happy for you. I'm wishing you the very best of luck on this premiere,
Thank you.
and I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to watch it. Um,
Cool.
and very excited. But yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hope the screening goes well, everyone. There might be a few tickets still available for Tony Odyssey at Slamdance, so pick them up. And you can watch it even remotely, yeah?
I think after the this official screening, beginning of March, end of February, and beginning of March, they are going to have it online for a week, I think.
Excellent. So there's
Yeah,
absolutely no reason for people to skip it. Thales, thank you so much for your time. And again,
thank you,
good luck on the screening.
thank you very much.